guys, this is Ackleyattack4427 here with a brand new thoughts video for all of you guys, and yeah, pretty obvious enough, just another thoughts video just immediately after another one I did a day ago, so kind of odd, but hey, I gotta do something, right? So yeah, that's pretty much what I decided to go for, So yeah, I guess if anything, ever since right around yesterday, I finally decided to take a look at Rocko's Modern Lifestyle Clean. I think it makes sense if I take a look at another movie on Netflix that I just saw today, and believe it or not, I think it's one worth talking about, and in case you guys wanted to know exactly what I'm going to be talking about, I'm of course going to be talking about the newest movie that came out just a few days ago on Netflix, that being of course Invader Zim Enter the Florpus. So yeah, that's exactly what I'm going to be talking about for this thoughts video. So yeah, I guess there's that. So yeah. Oh yeah. And that felt good. So anyways, I think I might as well go ahead and talk about this one. Yeah, like I said, I did manage to finally watch it on Netflix recently, just right around today. So yeah, I think it makes sense that I would go ahead and talk about this movie. But first, a little background before I start. I think from what I understand, Invader Zim, in case you do not know, I think basically this movie is, of course, based off on the TV show on Nickelodeon by the same name. Well, I guess it's pretty much nothing, anything special for the most part. And I think before any of you guys ask, or I'm gonna get a lot of angry emails for saying this, let me say this right now. No, I never seen this show when I was a kid. So yeah. I guess if anything, I think, yeah, like I said, I think I did watch some TV shows on Nickelodeon during my time when I was like a little kid, but believe it or not, turns out of all the shows I've seen, I've never really grew up watching Invader Zim as a kid. I just don't know anything about it, so yeah, but I do know a lot of people have been talking about it on of course, plenty of websites that I've been going to for quite a while, but I think I clearly don't have any idea on what the show is. But I guess since after taking a look at the movie that I saw on Netflix earlier today, I guess I can clearly see why people like it. This is actually pretty much a strange but really fascinating movie to look at, and yeah. Just to give out my thoughts on this movie that I just saw, I really enjoyed it for what it is, so yeah, I guess if anything, I really like this movie, hands down, even though I've never actually seen one single episode of the TV show, I think I still say the movie is actually really fun to watch, so yeah, I guess for pretty much story-wise, I think pretty much the plot of the show, if I can understand the movie, quite frankly, I think it's just basically one of those types of movies and TV shows that pretty much an alien has crashed down to Earth and is planning to take over Earth, but one kid, in which of course the alien is named Zib and the kid's name is Dib. Kind of odd name choices, with of course the human kid trying to prove to them that he is real, but nobody believes him. But yeah, I guess if anything, story-wise, I think it's pretty much what I could gather for the plot of the show if I can read the movie correctly. And yeah, I have to say, story-wise, for this movie, I think it's actually a really great one. Yeah. Like I said, it's just basically your typical alien storyline that you would normally get for this one, but actually, But yeah, like I say, even though I never really seen an episode of the TV show, I think I can clearly understand what is going on story-wise. So yeah, I would have to say the movie's story, I have to say, is actually a pretty great one. And I really love on how well it's structured out, and not to mention some great writing, I have to say. So yeah, I guess if anything, this movie actually does get away with some really great story telling, and not to mention some incredible writing from what I'm seeing, which actually makes it a whole lot of fun. Oh yeah. And of course, not to mention the characters, I have to say, like I said, aside from Zim and Dib, I know that there's plenty of other ones in the show that are featured in the movie, but I can't list them all entirely, but yeah, I will say the characters, I have to say, they are incredibly interesting. I really liked on how well developed they are, and I think I clearly can understand, particularly from the two main leads, that about their basic development. Like I said, basically, Zim is your typical alien that wants to take over the planet Earth, with, of course, Dib being the human kid trying to prove that Zim actually exists, but nobody believes him in the slightest. So yeah, like I said, pretty much your basic characters for a typical alien type movie. So yeah, I will have to say the characters, I have to say, they're all incredibly interesting. I really like their development, and not to mention it's I think it's provides some really great voice acting from what I'm seeing, as clearly the people who brought the characters to life, they have pulled off some really great performances, and I really love hearing them on screen, or seeing them on screen, to say the least. So yeah, both the voice acting and the characters are actually really interesting, and I really liked how well they turned out, and I think I need to mention, it's even got some really, really, really impressive animation. I really love how visually the entire movie looks. Just like I say, even though I've never actually seen an episode of the TV show, I think I can say visually the film looks fantastic. I really liked on how well it turned out. Just basically from not just the outskirts of planet Earth, but also the outer far reaches of outer space. So, in fact, I can clearly tell the people who made this movie, as well as the people who made the show, they've really put a lot of hard-working effort into this one, and I really loved on how that turned out. So yeah, it's pretty much what I gotta say. So yeah, I don't think there's anything else that I can think of for me to talk about. I think those are the only ones that I can state right about now. But yeah, I guess if anything, overall, I thought Invader Zim Enter the Florpus, I have to say, I really love this movie, hands down. I think it's got some really great animation, the characters are interesting, and story-wise, it's fantastic. So yeah, I guess if anything, I do recommend this movie to you guys, and believe it or not, since after seeing this movie, I think it might actually encourage me to go and watch the show. Something I definitely wouldn't mind checking out. So yeah, I guess if anything, if you have Netflix in your area, then I say fire it up and take a look at this movie, as and yeah, like I said, I highly recommend this movie, hands down, and I think it's definitely worth checking out. So if you definitely got the time, then I say fire up Netflix and take a look at this movie for yourself. So yeah, that's literally about it. So for my final score, I am going to give this movie a 9 out of 10. So yeah, like I said, almost coming close to being a perfect score right about now, but this movie is still fantastic all the way through, and oh, excuse me for a second. But yeah, it's still fantastic, and I highly recommend it, hands down. So So yeah, it's pretty much what I gotta say. Oh man, sorry about that. I almost sound like I was dying right about now, so... But, yeah, that's literally about it. That's all I gotta say for this special thoughts video for this right about now. So yeah, thank you guys so much for watching this special thoughts video for you guys, and let me know in the comment section below on what you thought of Invader Zim Enter the Florpus if you actually seen it for yourself, as well as leaving me constructive criticism and or advice on how I can improve my videos in the near future. And of course, as excuse me for a second. So, and as always, feel free to send me an email if you want to book me for a con or event coming up, or if you have any questions for me in particular. And of course, follow me on my social media sites such as Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, and plenty of others if you want to keep up to date with me. And of course, subscribe to my YouTube channel if you want to see more videos like this. So yeah, that's literally about it. Thank you guys so much for watching this special thoughts video. Like I said, I know it's actually a rather short one by the from the way I'm speaking right about now, but hey, like I said, I gotta do something to for all of you guys because I like you so much. So yeah, that's literally about it. Thank you guys so much for watching, and as always, I'll see you in the next video. Take care.